Hello everybody, I am back. It's a wonderful day today because the weather is actually really pleasant and it's not god awful. Because it's really weird here because it is finally June, halfway through June already, way past halfway actually. Yeah, it's past halfway of June, just looking at my watch. But it's halfway past June, you would think it'd be warm here, but it's not. Oh, where have my nail polish I'm using? I'm using it on my toes, but thought I'd just put it here to kind of show you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it's been a while since I was here on YouTube, but that's okay because I've been busy. But now that it's summer, maybe things have kind of slowed down. Usually because things around summer slow down anyways. But well, I made this. But I have so much to get into with you. This is kind of dark. They're fine. What was I saying? Yeah, lots to get in with you guys because it's been really dramatic recently. But anyway, so I made this thing. I don't know, today's theme actually might be really Elden Ring because I don't know if anybody knows this about me, but I actually don't play Elden Ring. I really like to watch, but I don't play Elden Ring because I just don't. I think is Elden Ring for PC? I actually don't play any video games now that I think about it. I don't play any video games. I just like to watch people play video games, and I also like to watch video game playthrough because I actually find that video games have a lot of great story. Yeah, my toes. That's where I'm using nail polish on my toes. But anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, Elden Ring. So yeah, I like to watch Elden Ring because it's just the story is very interesting to me, and it's pretty cool. And I didn't realize this until after I made it. So a while back, I thought about making Egyptian cotton lace crochet gloves, like hand gloves to wear, even though I wear rings a lot. Um, but I guess I could make the gloves to be it cuts off here so that it's not on your fingers. I think that would be better anyways because you don't want to wear white Egyptian cotton on your arm. But then I thought, okay, well, what if I make a sleeve? Because actually, the idea for a sleeve, like a crocheted sleeve up on my arm, actually came from last year because I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that, Mark? So I sleep with my cat. He sleeps here, right? And he likes to lick my arm sometimes. And over time, because cats have, they have a sharp tongue-ish, like they have spikes on their tongue, so it would kind of leave a mark right there. And I didn't. It's not that I'm ashamed of that, but I don't think it's very appealing. So I thought about making a sleeve last year, but I never got around to it. But I finally finished it. So this is the sleeve I crocheted. It's kind of hard to see. If I put it on, it might be better. But anyways, it actually came out. This is a prototype, but I think it came out fairly good for a beginning attempt, and it was really nice. Yeah, see, it's like this. And it actually came out really nice. It's a custom lace crochet arm sleeve. I don't know. I have to figure out what to call it, but I just know that it came out, oopsies, fairly nice compared to what I was expecting. Yeah, it's not bad. I think I did fairly well on this prototype. It's a prototype too, so it's not actually meant to be that great, or it's not meant to be perfect. I'll just say it that way. Yeah, I think it's nice. I have to still adjust the strings a little, and I have to figure out a way because right now I'm using this thread to kind of buckle it in like that, but then I want to figure out a way to get that string all the way up here so that I can tighten it like this. But anyways, after I was looking at this, I thought this kind of looks like, Melania, I was just looking at it after I put it on. I thought this is really pretty. It actually came out really nice, but it kind of looks like her left arm, and I didn't realize it looked pretty nice. Or not pretty nice. It looks pretty nice too because, do I have a safety pin? I might have a safety pin, 1 second, and I can just fasten that. Hope I don't accidentally poke myself, but that's okay. It's not the first time I poked myself on accident with the safety pin. That's okay. Yeah, poking oneself is probably not a good thing because it really hurt. Like, why would you poke yourself on purpose? I remember growing up in elementary school, there would be kids who take things and poke themselves, and it's like, why are you poking yourself? Don't do that. But anyways, so I get the safety pin where I want it to. Alright, why would you poke yourself with a thing? Like, don't be poking yourself. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, yeah, I was thinking about I was just thinking how it looked like Melania's arm, and I thought that's kind of cool. But aside from that, I didn't actually mean to make it. I actually didn't mean make it. I didn't mean to make it look like that, but it just came out that way. But I guess it's just a happy coincidence. Yeah, it looks nice. See, and then once my sleeve falls over it, it actually looks fairly nice. I think it came out pretty nice. And this design here is just because as your arm, from here to here, the circumference gets bigger. So I have to expand the width of. I have to expand the width of the actual sleeve. So eventually, I had to keep expanding it here. And each one of these marks here is just where I added in another one of these diamond shapes to like expand it. But anyways, it looks fairly nice. I have to figure out because I actually don't really like this texture on the inside. I would rather it just be continuous like this, but then that'd be hard to take off. Regardless, I think it came out fairly nice for a first attempt, and then eventually I'll figure out how to refine this so that it's more closely knit, so if I have to use a string like this, it won't be so apparent. And I guess I could tighten it, but it's also kind of tight already, so I won't do that. But anyways, yeah, so now getting to the gossip, so it has to do with, has to kind of do with Elden Ring too. So that's why I said today's theme is very Elden Ring, because it might actually have to do with Elden Ring. But I like to watch Elden Ring gameplay on YouTube, right? Where I post these videos too. And then, some way or another, Elden Ring got connected to like little anime girls. This is what I saw the first time, okay? When I was just minding my own business, and I was just watching Elden Ring videos. I don't think I was even watching Elden Ring videos, but I was just watching some kind of video on like cancer or something, and all of a sudden this video comes that says, "Senpai, can you teach me things about whatever?" And I saw that. I saw that. And I thought, huh? And then, you can't really rewind commercials or ads on YouTube, so it was gone, and it was very. I think whoever made the commercial for YouTube was very smart because they made the commercial 5 seconds, so you don't even have the option to press skip after waiting 5 seconds. Probably not even 5. It was like 3 seconds. So they were really quick with the ad. They were very smart. I know what you're doing. But anyways, I was just minding about it, and then Senpai comes up on the screen, and now I have to pay attention. No, you don't. This weird commercial for this little girl, anime girl, some video game where there's anime girls. That's my cat's nail cutters. Comes up, and it's like, why am I seeing that? And then the first time it happened, I thought, okay, maybe it was just a random accident because I have actually had really weird commercials come up on my YouTube feed. I'll get into that maybe sometime later. But I was just like, right now I'm focusing on these weird video game apps, okay? And then, the little senpai. I was in Japanese school for a while, and I remember, I think it was in high school, part of high school, I was in Japanese school. At least the school was in Japan. And then, I had underclassmen, and it's just part of the culture to call you senpai because you're underclass. If you're the upperclassman of kids who are younger than you, they just call you senpai, and it's just like, you can't really get around that. But in the West, they have kind of changed it into something else, and it's just really weird to be told, and it wasn't even in Japanese, it was in English, where they said, "Senpai, can you please?" Ew, I don't want to get involved in that. And I figured out why it is because, Google advertising or whatever is very careful to make sure that whatever you want to, or whatever you get as ads, is very finely tailored. So, what was I saying? So I think what happened is because I watched Elden Ring, they think, oh, this viewer likes video games, which to some extent is true, right? Yeah, I like video games, but then because of that, they decide we are going to actually now give him video game commercials of little anime girls. And I was just thinking, do even people play that kind of video game? And I thought, the reason they must send that is because people actually do. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but I'm just saying I was so shocked. I thought, I don't know what anime girls. It gave me a terrible shock. And then there was like that one commercial and another. And they're really smart about it too, because they say, oh, you actually cannot because there's an option to like block ads on YouTube, and I've done that a few times for very interesting apps that are totally unrelated to me, mostly religious ones because I'm not really religious, but a few of those came up on my feed, and I block them. But for some reason, I can't block this one video game Anime Girls app. And it's just so weird because I really wanted to. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I was going to say something really specific about the fact that these Anime Girl video game commercials were coming up on my YouTube feed. What was I saying? Gotta put this sound before I hear myself. I was going to say something really profound. And I was just thinking about it the whole time, like, why was this coming up on my feed? And it's probably because I watched Elden Ring. Like, the fact that I actually really like, and within the world of Elden Ring, I really like the boss Malenia. I think she's really cool. I know some of her moveset is not realistic, but I think a lot of her moveset is fairly realistic, aside from the fact that she has a prosthesis. But, what else? I also really, the DLC came out, I think somewhere around this time of last year. It was like, time flies. But then I remember seeing the new bosses, and I thought, oh, the Shadow Tree is pretty cool, when it raises its arm like that, and then it does things with light coming out of its body. I don't know how to say it to follow YouTube guidelines, because this is a very sensitive topic right now. But it lets out light kind of like a lantern. Like fireworks. It's like fireworks. It's very pretty, I would say. But all I know is that the Shadow Tree is cool, and what's her name? Rilana, Twin Moon Knight, she's also very cool. I actually don't play. I have to tell you, I don't play any video games. I just like to watch all the cool characters and what they do, and it's like, oh, I love the story too. It's like very interesting. It's like so much better than most movies nowadays, because no offense to movies nowadays, but it is so easy to predict who is what and why and how they're doing it. It's just so it's just so easy to predict. It's like, oh, she's divorced, he's a deadbeat dad, she has an ex that's stalking cats on YouTube because he loves cats, or this kid doesn't like his parents and plays a lot of video games, or she's very contrarian as a high school student. It is so easy to predict it is so easy to predict Hollywood movies nowadays. It's kind of boring, so I'd rather just watch video games. It's just so easy to watch video games because Elden Ring has a great storyline, and you see all these characters and how they interact. Oh, Malekith is pretty cool. When he started talking, when I first saw it for the first time and he started talking very Shakespearean, I thought, that's hot. Like, that's really cool. That's hot. But that was just my opinion. But that's just what I wanted to say, which is I made this. What talking about? 13 minutes? Oh. Yeah, well. But anyways, I just made this little sleeve. I really like this design though. You know how it came out like this? With the lines spreading up my arm? I thought that came out really cool. And I'll have to figure out how to fix this inside section because I really don't like this part. It's just kind of temporary. Anyways, yeah, it just came out like that. But I think it's really cool. If you look at it from behind, and it's like, hi. If you see me waving like that, it actually kind of, when it's lighting, it's kind of bad because it makes my whole arm look like it's part of the strip. But it's actually not. But it actually came out pretty nice. Really nice. Isn't it pretty? Man, that's just what I wanted to talk about. The anime girls. Literally anime girls. I don't watch any anime, and I don't play any anime video games. Why are these weird commercials coming up? And there was one with feet, too. I don't know why they were showing me only feet. It was really weird. And I was like, looking at that, and I thought, do people actually like it? That must be what it is. That's why... It all makes sense. That's why they're showing it. It's because people actually like to see little anime girls talking like that and looking like that. I used to... Oh my god. Oh my god. It was just really weird. It was really, really weird. Okay? I'm just telling you that I was really, really weirded out. And I literally thought I actually thought when I first saw the commercial, I thought because Google Ads tailors your commercials to you, I thought maybe someone hacked my account, my YouTube account, and is watching things that I would not ordinarily watch, but they want to watch. But then when I say I don't watch anime, I don't watch anime routinely. Like, I'll watch maybe like 3 episodes of some anime somewhere a year, because I heard about it or I've seen it around. And I just want to know what the story is like. But then after I figure out the story, it's like, okay, well, that was interesting. But I'm a little busy doing like making stuff like this. So pretty. Yeah, I should probably make this longer so it comes up to maybe here. But then it'll be in my armpit, and then it'll be like hard to like reach up in there and then unfasten it. So I guess this length is fine. I just have to wear a shirt that has a longer sleeve and figure out how to keep this up, because right now it's being held there by a safety pin. But if I had a longer string, this string, if it were longer, it could go up and it could tie this up here and hold it up. Yeah, it came out really nice. It did take a while to make, but it actually didn't take that long because most of this is open space, so I didn't have to like fill in every single part of it. It came out fairly nice. Yeah, fairly nice. But yeah, it's summer now. I was haunted by anime girls. They were saying, "Oh, senpai, can you please teach us things? Can you please teach us things? Senpai, senpai. Oh, senpai, did you know that you're our senpai? You're gonna be our senpai. Senpai." It was really weird. It was really weird. But at least it's over. I really want to figure out how to block this YouTube ads. But until I do, I guess I'll be haunted. I'm haunted by anime girls. I'm haunted by anime girls. You know, you would think that in the 21st century there would be maybe less ghosts, which maybe it's the case, but instead, you know, nowadays we have anime girls. Yes, we do. We have anime girls to haunt you instead of ghosts. You know, the Annabelle, Raggedy Ann, Annabelle haunted doll got out of its little case a month ago or something. Or, you know, it was all, I don't know if it was all over the news, but it was a topic of hot gossip. You know, you would think that would be gone, which it's mostly gone nowadays, but instead you have two-dimensional, what is it? People call it waifus. You have waifus coming after you. Waifus are coming after you from every direction digitally. Great. That's just all I wanted to say. Yeah, I'm not going to stop watching Elden Ring, but if watching Elden Ring makes it so that I have to be attacked by little anime girls, then I guess I'll have to deal with it. But I just want to watch my Elden Ring in peace. That shouldn't be too difficult to ask for. Google advertising is weird. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to show you. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this, and I'm going to stop recording because that's really annoying over there. So anyways, I really don't know what they're doing over there. Anyways, I'm going to stop recording, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.